Cubans and a large number of weapons. And then later, late yesterday afternoon, we conducted an air mobile assault and rescued 233 Americans, which were on the far side of the island.
Are those people out now?
They're gone now. They're probably back somewhere in the United States now.
Are there any Americans left?
Oh, I'm sure there are a bunch of them. We debriefed the doctor and the people from the place across the island, and they gave us telephone numbers and addresses of where more people were, and that was turned over to the 82nd. That's basically their job to get them out now.
Any idea of how many?
In excess of 100.
How long before we get them out?
Well, they're working on it now. I imagine by sometime this afternoon they'll have some plan worked up. I don't think they're in any great danger now. The majority of the hostility seems to have slowed down.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Initial airborne assault into here by the 1st and 2nd Ranger Battalion was about 7:15 in the morning, which was, there was some live fire. The aircraft themselves were receiving anti-aircraft gunfire, and we jumped in at 500 feet. 2nd Ranger Battalion jumped in with no reserves, counting only on a T-10 to employ, and we hit the airfield, moved up into the ground surrounding that area, and started sweeping over this area where the enemies were firing back at us from.
Do you have any casualties?
The 2nd Ranger Battalion didn't have any casualties except for one man broke his leg in the jump. 1st Battalion moved off into the hills at this end, and they suffered a few casualties.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I had. That thing looks like it's big enough to beam it straight back to wherever he wants to be seen. Say it again.
No, I'm not going to say it again. How old is she?
He just, the 30th of this month, she's 1 year old. Just 1 year old. And I mean, I'm glad to be in Grenada, you know?
Yeah.
Working with all the people.
Yeah. 3 years. He comes in, we gotta get it together. Just get it in the shot.
You've been here? You gonna get out today? Glad to be going home?
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Have a good one.
Carrier outside of this side again. I guess over the carrier outside. Get anything out
the last couple of days?
Yeah, we've been setting everything out for the last...
F-14, whichever rumor you want to believe, it's going straight there for the weapons. We got the Cuban weapons this morning.
Oh, you got the cash?
Yeah, and the Cuban prisoner of war is up on the hill. So we're pretty happy about that, you know, get some exposure.
Plenty of good propaganda. Yeah. Where are you going here?
Don't you tell him anything about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Well, let's go look at what the hell we got.
I'm not sure I'm going to have one.
It's a shot of the news media that snuck in either today or last night. The guys in the campus.
On behalf of the first semester students at St. George's School of Medicine, we'd like to thank the 1st Division for the Rangers of the 75th Infantry.
No, they don't need us.
The ones you got on the picture? Keep holding on. Give me about 3 miles.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
How long have you been here?
7 weeks? 7 weeks, 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Long enough, but not long enough. Would have been nice to finish.
But we're glad we
Yeah.
didn't have
Glad
to
to get out.
finish it.
It's great to be going home, that's for sure.
It's been a wild experience. Education you don't get in American medical school.
It was good to be here. It's good to be going home.
Just bring a Walkman to study medicine.
The hard part to believe is that yesterday morning we're laying on the floor fearing for our lives, and here we're standing on top of the grounds where they were firing from, right at our back door, 40 to 50 yards away. It's just incredible. Discussions already before even getting back home that there's been a lot of negative things in the news already in reference to this invasion, and hey, we wouldn't be alive if they didn't invade, because our lives were endangered. We didn't even know it, and here we find out that if they wouldn't have invaded, we probably wouldn't be standing here right now. So if anybody back home has any problems with what the United States did, they can look at our lives and say they saved them, because that's exactly what happened.
Mark.
And
Yeah. Amen.
That's right.
It was worth it. I'm going to gladly pay my taxes for the rest of my life.
You guys later. All right. All right, and Wells, second guy. Sophia, get right in behind him. All right, you guys, I'll walk up front, okay? Doc, you just tag along. You bring up the rear. That's right. Stagger up. You guys are looking supposed to do, bro. Nothing touch the ass. All right, I can't wait to go down these hills.
This is the Barbadian command post on a hill overlooking Point Salinas airfield in southern Grenada. This is a map left by the Cuban construction team in the Barbadian command post. Represents the airfield at Point Salinas. Airfield runs from west to east. Just north of it is the Barbadian command post up on a hill. The 82nd Airborne Command Post is down here in an unfinished building off the parking area. Other elements of the American forces here are stationed in other hangars along this area, hangars and small buildings. The American University, or the medical school, medical university, is located here with dormitories over to the west side of the runway. And that's about it. Correction to the map shot and other captions. The area we just shot is not the Barbadian command post, it's the Combined Forces command post. Barbados, Jamaica, St. Vincent, and Antigua. All their forces are up here and represented. This is a interrogation of suspected Cuban military and Grenadian military people masquerading as civilians.
Carlos Barrow is the commander at the retention center here for the POWs and the refugees as they come in. They are in process at this point. They're broken down into 4 groups. Basically, those 4 groups consist of Cubans who have given us resistance, Cubans who have not resisted us. We have refugees, and we also have Grenadians who have provided some kind of resistance because they were members of the People's Revolutionary Army. Say something.
Well, so far we have been trying to handle the situation quite professionally. Many of the Grenadians, the refugees, they have said that the Cubans have actually attacked the Americans when the Americans came in, the partials just came in yesterday morning. They further said that the Americans came peacefully and that they would assist us in any way in ensuring that the Cubans and the other members of the Grenadian army who are now putting up some resistance are dealt with immediately and as best as they can be able to with assistance. Yes.
We gave them they didn't have to have some fair replacement. Okay, he's taking a shot. You're now, sir.
These are suspected Cuban resistance fighters.
yet to be interrogated and decided upon.
We did have some anti-aircraft weapons surrounding.
He overthrow himself. Bohemian.
Right here. Okay, this is a. This and the previous scenes were of Cuban workers' barracks near the airfield. These are Cuban embassy officials packing up some of the belongings of the officers or whatever that were stationed as part of the airfield project. This is a Jamaican machine gun position in the former Cuban officer and senior NCO barracks above Point Salina airfield.